welcome to my channel. I am Gen X Spawnpoint, and today I am going to be reacting to The Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 1, which is called The Marshal. Okay, before I start, I need to tell all of you who kept telling me in the comments, watch Rebels, watch Rebels, watch Rebels. Well, guess what? I watched Rebels, all 4 seasons. I'm sorry that I didn't react to it, but this was more of a lie in bed, just binge type of thing. So I did, so that I could get it done and move on to The Mandalorian. And I really loved it. Not to the level that I loved the Clone Wars, but considering how much I loved the Clone Wars, that's, it's like right up there. Anyway, so Rebels. Got to see Rex and Ahsoka again. And Maul, his storyline wrapped up. He finally found Obi-Wan on Tatooine. Their final confrontation. Instead of it being this swift lightsaber duel, it's more like one of those samurai, one strike and the enemy falls type of thing. Obi-Wan finished Maul. Maul is dying in Obi-Wan's arms and asks if he found the chosen one. Obi-Wan tells him yes. That moment. I never thought that I would come to like Maul as a character, but he was so fascinating. So the voice work for Maul was amazing, especially considering it wasn't done by Ray Park. Sam Witwer did the voice work for Maul, and I thought he did a really good job. So I found out what happened to the Darksaber. It was given to Sabine, and she gave it to Bo-Katan, which I find very apropos. But after that, we don't find out anything. So, I mean, we know that it was created by the first Mandalorian Jedi, and that the Jedi and the ancient Mandalorians were like blood enemies almost. So the fact that a Mandalorian became a Jedi and created this Darksaber, I thought was very cool. So it ends up in the hands of Bo-Katan. But then, how did Moff Gideon get a hold of it? I can only think that he got a hold of it during the Great Purge. So Moff Gideon knows all the answers. Why does he want Baby Yoda? Okay, so as far as Rebels is concerned, I am so glad I watched it. There was so much lore. The whole Mortis gods, the father, son, and daughter, they definitely had a big role to play. Oh, the world between worlds, where Ezra was able to basically yank Ahsoka away from her duel with Darth Vader. That was such a good moment when she cut away part of his mask and saw him, and then they're just left dueling, and you don't know what happens, and then Darth Vader comes stumbling out. And then we don't find what happens to Ahsoka until, like, third to the last episode, where Ezra pulls her out. So in the world between worlds, and Ezra wants to go save Kanan. And Ahsoka tells him that he can't because his sacrifice is what allowed the rest of them to live. Okay, the fact that Yoda sent Ezra to Malachor. And they go and I'm like, that sounds really familiar. That isn't what I think it is it? Oh, it was. It was. It was the Sith world, where that Sith temple was in Knights of the Old Republic 2. That was so awesome. I'm like, oh, this is great. This is so great. So they go inside and Ezra gets the holocron, and, we have the whole storyline with will he, won't he turn to the dark side. And then, who shows up but Grand Admiral Thrawn? That was so fantastic because I read the Thrawn trilogy when it came out, and I loved it. In fact, my female spawn, her middle name may or may not begin with a J after a certain character in that trilogy. So yeah, Thrawn, and he's brilliant and ruthless, and he's just this strategist that just outthinks the rebels at almost every turn. So it looks like Thrawn is going to absolutely win and destroy Lothal completely. But Ezra has called the Purrgil, and they come and they destroy the Empire fleet, and they grab the ship that Thrawn and Ezra are on, and they go into hyperspace. And that's the last we see of them. So the show ends with Hera and her little boy, who is obviously Kanan's child. It's like, why do you wait so long to tell somebody that you love them? Like, right, the timing. Well, at least you got to say it before he sacrificed himself to save everybody. And Zeb takes Agent Kallus, former Agent Kallus, to Lyrasan to show him that he didn't truly exterminate the Lasalle species, and he just kind of becomes one of them. So then years pass, and we find out that Hera and Rex fought in the Battle of Endor. I've been told that you can actually see Rex in Return of the Jedi, that he's one of the bearded troopers. So, gonna have to go watch Return of the Jedi and keep an eye out for Rex. And then Sabine and Ahsoka decide to team up and search for Ezra. And that's how it ends. So are some of these plot lines going to be tied up in The Mandalorian? Because with everybody clamoring for me to watch Rebels, I have to wonder. Makes me wonder who's going to show up in this season. I am very excited. So, thank you to all of you who encouraged me to watch Rebels. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Now, I've had several people request that I do full episode recordings. I record my entire reaction and then upload it. I'm not doing Patreon, so instead I've decided to go with buymeacoffee.com. And so you can find me there at Gen X Spawnpoint. buymeacoffee.com/Gen X Spawnpoint. And I will be uploading my full reactions that you can watch along with your own copy, because that's the only way I can think of how to do that. So I will be putting a timestamp or a marker of some kind, I haven't decided yet, but I'll do that in the editing, of when you can start your own copy and watch along with me. And in the meantime, I'm going to put on my glasses so that I can see. And let's watch The Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 1, Chapter 9, The Marshal. Let's do it. Am I ready for this? I don't know if this is going to live up to the hype, as you guys have been hyping the heck out of this. Kind of nervous.
Our head is Gor Koresh.
Gor Koresh.
Enjoy the fights.
Enjoy the fights? Okay, there's got to be a really good reason.
No place for a child.
Exactly! My thoughts...
I go, he goes. So I've heard. And all you have to put up in exchange is your shiny Beskar armor.
No.
I'm prepared to pay you for the information. I'm not leaving my fate up to chance.
Okay.
Tell me where the Mandalorians are, and I'll walk out of here without killing you. Thought you said you weren't the gambler.
I love that Baby Yoda is just like, okay, that's the signal. It's like, yes, just punch me in the head. Get a nice fistful of Beskar. Where do you think you're going?
Tell you, you must give me your word that you won't kill me. I promise you will not die by my hand. Now, where is the Mandalorian you know of? Very well. What are you doing? Stand up! Stand up! Stand up!
What the heck are those things? Well, it would probably be better to be eaten by whatever those glowing red-eyed things were, whether they were living or a droid, because dying from suffocation and having your organs crushed from being upside down is not a pleasant way to go. Oh, she's back!
Looks like it remembers me. How much do you want for it? Just kidding, but not really. You know, if this thing ever revives or dies, I will gladly.
Oh. Oh, he's liking that. Got the wind in his ears. He took off his helmet. He is not of the creed.
Never met a real Mandalorian. Take it off. Or I will. We're gonna do this in front of the kid. I've seen worse.
He's seen worse. Oh, that's... Yeah, he has. And what is this? Excuse me. We're just, Okay, so the imminent gunfight didn't make the bartender run, but whatever this is, did? Oh, I am loving these Western tropes. Do you know what's coming? Okay. Suddenly I feel like, are we sure that this isn't Dune instead of Tatooine?
It started after we got news of the Death Star blowing up. The second one, that is.
The second one.
The occupation was over.
Nice to have that on replay.
We didn't have time.
That's not Boba Fett's armor, is it? Scavenged from the Sarlacc pit. Is this guy gonna be a one-off character? Because I kind of hope not. But he seems like the kind of guy to stay behind once the danger's passed and help the citizens. Or he could be the kind who's like, oh, I'm not needed here anymore. Okay, we've got a whole pack of these things. What are they? Oh, yes. He's a Mandalorian. Mandalorians tamed the great Mythosaur. I love that he can speak it as well as sign. No. He is not a snack. That's its den? Yeah, run! No, no, you're going after the wrong thing. Oh. Yeah. Bantha's right there.
They might be open to some fresh ideas.
Maybe walk without rhythm? I have too many Dune jokes going through my head right now.
That's more like it. Where are they getting the reinforcements? I volunteered your village.
Ah. Hey everybody, we're gonna go fight this giant sandworm dragon thing. Let's everybody get along, please. No, no.
It was an accident. What do you want to do?
Again, filmed indoors, I am in awe. Oh, wow. There we go. Come on. Okay. Okay. That's nightmare fuel. That really is like a dragon. Look at those horns. Oh, no! Acid? Run!
This ain't doing a thing. Just keep shooting.
Come on, hit the eye, hit the eye. Oh my gosh, okay. I don't like acid things. Like, you know, xenomorph blood, stuff like that. Ugh. How many survivors are there gonna be? Oh.
I've got an idea.
Yeah. Feed the bantha to it. Kill it from the inside. No, no, no. Mando, what do you think you're doing? Okay. You can't keep throwing yourself into suicide situations and trying to pawn the kid off to somebody else. Does that armor protect you from acid barf? Yeah, his armor's holding up pretty good. Oh, no. Don't be touching the...
I hope our paths cross again. As do I. Oh, can you tell your people I wasn't the one that broke that?
An egg? Are they gonna raise one up for themselves? Or is it gonna be breakfast? Oh, who's Who's this guy? Wow. Okay. So, did seem very monster of the week, but I did enjoy all the tributes to the old Western films, and the whole going after, defeating the giant creature by blowing it up from the inside. This is a theme, that's gone back all the way to Jaws, with that oxygen tank that gets blown up. That's how they kill the shark. And, of course, How to Train Your Dragon, the great green dragon that they blow up from the inside. So Mando got the armor, saved the village and the Sand People, and did not find out where the rumored Mandalorian was. There was that bald guy who was watching him from a distance. Who's he? The fact that the den was a former Sarlacc pit. There aren't any former Sarlacc pits. Unless the Sarlacc gets eaten. And yeah, I suppose if anything could eat the Sarlacc, it would be that dragon. I couldn't even tell that it was 51 minutes. I was still, thinking, oh, this is another half-hour episode. And then, the credits, and I'm like, what's the timer on this? Whoa, that was almost an hour. I couldn't even tell, which means that I was enjoying myself. All right, well, thank you for watching this video with me. I think I'm going to move on to the next episode right away. Like, immediately after I stop recording this video. So, I will talk to you later. See you then. Bye.